I got to pay bills. I got to pay child support. I got to go to court next week. What I'm supposed to do?
Today we let the employees know at our Emporia, Virginia plywood mill that we are ceasing operations as of today.
I've worked here 3.5 years. It's very unsettling. It's very unsettling because I have 5 young kids at home. It's very heartfelt because I feel bad for the city of Emporia. I really do, because it's going to crush Emporia.
It's going to cripple this town. You just lost Boar's Head, then lost GP. Ain't going to be nothing left here.
This a loss for me. And then they shut down Boar's Head. I was just about to start at Boar's Head. They shut Boar's Head down. Now they done shut this place down. What jobs do we have in Emporia?
We want to get these people placed in new jobs as soon as possible. It's very tough for the Emporia area with the Boar's Head plant a while back and now Georgia Pacific, but we're committed to trying to find those people jobs in and around that area and work to bring companies into that area to pick up some of that job loss.
Trump's tariffs are already taking away American jobs, this time 189 jobs in West Virginia at an aluminum plant. As you know, Trump put 25% tariffs on aluminum entering the United States. A lot of the aluminum is used in our cars, such as this plant in West Virginia. According to the plant managers, workers were told that the Trump administration tariffs created circumstances which forced the move. What's going on here is Trump has put tariffs on a lot of countries importing goods into the U.S. The problem is those tariffs are paid for by Americans and American companies. They're not paid for by foreigners. A tariff is simply a tax on a good as it arrives. So this aluminum company buys the aluminum from abroad, uses it domestically, makes parts that go to American cars. The problem is the price of their parts, the price of their aluminum coming in just went up 25%. They have to pay a 25% tax at the U.S. border, and they said it's not worth it, and they shut down the plant. That's what's happening to cars as well. Trump put a 25% tariff on cars and car parts entering the U.S. The problem is every American car includes 50 to 60% foreign parts. That's increasing the price of the average $40,000 car in America by $5,000, the average import by $6,000. That means prices are going up because of Trump and people are losing jobs.
Volvo has announced that it's laying off 800 employees over the next 3 months over 3 separate facilities. The layoffs will be in Pennsylvania, McGenkey, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize. Also Dublin in Virginia, and also Hagersville in Maryland. Volvo is citing market uncertainty due to Donald Trump's tariffs as the reason for the layoffs.
The MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas has started to do layoffs quietly. Business is slumping, likely due to the tariff and trade war. Lots of people around the world have canceled their trips to the United States, period, and also Las Vegas. Las Vegas has the #1 economy here is tourism. This will greatly affect Las Vegas residents. Also not helping matters is the way that Las Vegas has been nickel and diming tourists for years. You heard me correctly. If you've come here, you understand you pay for parking, valet parking, literally nickel and diming everyone. While those prices have gone up, those were not passed on to the employees. Rather, it's to deepen the pockets with corporate greed. And there has been a shakeup at the MGM, and rightfully so. When is there too much greed? I understand that corporations need to make profits, but they have gotten very greedy. And I want to remind you, once prices go up, they hardly ever come down. Have you been nickeled and dimed in Las Vegas and that has caused you to cancel your trips, come less? Or have you canceled your trips because of tariffs and the trade war?
I work for a company that is very close with the industry that moves the freight from those shipping containers all throughout the country. And we've just received yesterday our first round of layoffs. The company that I work for, by the end of 2025, globally, they're going to be laying off over 5% of the workforce. They've announced that it's going to be over 5,000 employees throughout the company in the world. And there's going to be about 5,000 contractors. So if they're assuming that it's going to be that much loss and there's not going to be anything to move, so there's not going to be anything in the store. So I'm here to tell you, here's the red flag. It's happening. It's not going to be good. And if you don't have a place to be able to fuel the trucks, that means there's not going to be any trucks. There's not going to be any goods to move, to buy, to have.
Both of the Subaru manufacturing plants are moving to Japan. They're shutting down their operations in the United States and moving to Japan. They produced Subarus right here and made Subarus affordable to Americans. Now, if you guys are fans of Subarus, like I very much am, the price of Subarus are going to go up because now we're going to be purchasing vehicles that had to be imported back into the United States. It's going to go up substantially. But here's what else is going on. You've got countries like Canada who they love Subarus over there as well, but they are not importing United States Subarus because of the tariffs. They're going directly to Japan to start importing Subarus. And Subaru is meeting a global need. They're like saying, we see what's happening. People are cutting the United States out of the equation. We want to keep doing business and meet the global needs, so we're going back to Japan because we can't be messing with this clown show in the administration. Here's the issue. Those plants will not come back. They will not reopen in the United States. I mean, more than likely, they are gone for good. And we have Tier 2 and Tier 3 auto part manufacturers in the United States that supply parts to Subaru, that they're going to be impacted by this as well. I mean, this is really bad stuff. And just add this to all the bad news from what this clown show is doing with these tariffs.
Steel workers being fired from their jobs. This is very important, so it looks like we need your help. The Cleveland Cliffs Steel Mill, 2 in Pennsylvania and 1 in Illinois, are indefinitely going idle, and they're laying off 950 steel workers. Now, not too long ago, the same company, Cleveland Cliffs, laid off about 650 workers at an American ore mine. But they're saying that higher prices and lower demand is causing the need to lay off these people indefinitely, at least until production picks up and more orders come in. Now, the company states, quote, this is not related to Donald Trump's tariffs in any way. But like I said, they're having to lay off these people because they say there's weak demand and they have to basically save money. And so 950 steel workers are all going to be laid off, 2 plants in Pennsylvania, 1 in Illinois. Now, the company Cleveland Cliffs went on to say with an ABC News report that they fully expect production to come back once Donald Trump's plans are implemented and fully moving forward. Hopefully meaning this will be temporary. But temporary could be a couple of months or it could be a couple of years. That's the issue. So we need to make sure that these Cleveland Cliffs steel workers find some type of way to supplement their income in the meantime.
Stellantis, the maker of Ram pickup trucks, has just announced that they are laying off 900 people and shutting down 2 plants in Canada and Mexico because of Trump's tariffs. And that's what you're going to hear on the news today, okay? But the part you're not going to hear on the news is they also announced that they are reopening a plant in Illinois where they're going to hire 1,500 American workers to start building Ram mid-size pickup trucks. Now, if that is not what the tariffs were designed to do, then I don't know what is.
Guys, things are a lot worse than I actually thought it was. As far as like the semi-truck drivers who do the over-road driving, transporting goods from the ports to our local stores. A lot of the truck drivers are really hurt right now. I watched at least 3 videos where the truck drivers are saying just in this short amount of time with the tariffs going on that they have to actually sell their entire truck. A lot of those people pay at least $255,000 for the semi. So for those of you who don't know what those trucks cost, they cost around 200 and something thousand. One guy said the best offer that he got on the semi truck was $140,000, and the semi truck is actually a 2020, a 2020. That's just shy of 5 years old. So it's real out here when the truck drivers start speaking out about what's going on with them. They're experiencing a huge shortage where it comes to them being contractors, being contracted out to ship stuff for this company and ship stuff for that company. A lot of those guys that's even saying that selling their trucks, they're applying for local jobs where they can drive for a company. And they said a lot of those companies that ships products are actually laying their employees off. Or some of them are even cutting their employees' hours. So it's definitely real. Just seeing the videos like that just let me know just how serious things are, because these are people making videos that lives are really 100% being impacted by the tariffs. We would have never thought in a million years that putting tariffs on China and putting tariffs on these other countries would affect the United States so fast. I would have never thought that the impact would be so fast. The store shelves, a lot of the store shelves really are running empty right now. A lot of people are still using their overstocked products that they ordered from these companies, meaning that shipments are still coming in because they were ordered before the tariffs were implemented. And so they have to honor what's been implemented, basically like a contract type deal. So things are more serious than I thought it was, man. And like, if this is like only the second day of May 2025, I mean, I hate to see what the second and third week of May is going to look like. And we are just in the second day of May, and we're already seeing a humongous catastrophic breakdown of people already talking about losing their jobs when it comes to trucking and transporting food from one state to the next state. The ports are just really, it's bad. What's going on at the ports right now, it's bad. And you know what's really worse? A lot of those jobs are actually union jobs, and the union can't really do anything about that. They can't really override the president of the United States. So I wanted to just bring you guys that, man. That's really some heartbreaking, sad news, man.